Hello, everyone, and welcome to this third episode of Girl Talk Tuesday. It is currently Wednesday today when I'm filming this, so I'm filming it a little bit in advance. But I wanted to basically just sit and talk about what's on my mind because there's a lot of things that have happened since I last filmed. A lot of the videos you've seen have been pre-filmed, and a lot of them are things that have happened like a month, 2 months ago, like things that, or even 3 months ago, because I like to bulk film and stuff. But I had the itch to sit down and try and give you a bit more of a recent current update. So I wanted to talk about a few things. The first thing I want to talk about is my bariatric surgery. So I haven't really talked about this online yet, but I did have bariatric surgery. If you follow my TikTok, I did talk a lot on there about my bariatric surgery and the fact that I was planning to have it, and like even some content relating to afterwards, right? I am currently just over 3 weeks post-op. I was 3 weeks post-op, the Monday just gone. So now it's the Wednesday after that Monday, and I'm really happy with where I am currently. I did this myself, and for anyone that is considering bariatric surgery, consider whether it's the right thing for you. Consider whether it is you that wants it, or whether it is expectations that are being put upon you, or whether you don't really want it, or sorry, I just sneezed, and that's been happening a lot since bariatric surgery, so I don't know if that's even connected to the fact that I've had bariatric surgery, but randomly just starting to do things and sneezing. And some of it could be like dust and the fact that my room's been moved around and there's a lot of extra like things that have been moved and therefore dust and everything. It does look still a bit cluttered in the background, but that is simply because we are midway through doing all this stuff. And when I say we, I mean me and my best friend. So Alex has been coming down, and she came down post-op and she put my new bed together, what I'm sitting on currently, and we are kind of midway through doing all the renovations. But let's do the bariatric surgery, then I'll talk about my room, my plans for my room. There is a video coming for both of these things, so that's why I wanted to briefly touch on it so that you guys were aware as to what was going on, have a bit more of a clearer update, and then when these videos come out, it's not going to be a huge shock to you. For my loyal followers that watch every video, or for my loyal followers who at least keep up to date with my life, right? So, first thing, bariatric surgery. I've had it. I am fully externally healed. I am struggling with dizziness today, which, not so bad at the moment, but I was struggling a lot with dizziness this morning, and I put myself back on my regular meds. So I was on regular meds, don't take that out of context, but I was on my regular meds, but I was on liquid form of them. So today I've actually gone back onto tablet form. The only difference is I have got a pill cutter, and I've been cutting one of my biggest medications in half, so that, and you can do it because it's got a line down it, so I've been cutting that in half so that it's easier for my body to digest it. For any of you who've had bariatric surgery, you will be fully aware that medication is a bit of a different topic when it comes to having stomach surgery, whether you've had bariatric surgery or whether you've had any other surgery in terms of like stomach and that sort of thing. I will say the hardest part of my journey so far, and there is a Q&A coming up as well for my bariatric surgery. I am going to be doing like a little mini series about it and showing you results and everything, but I want to do a little mini series. So if there's any videos you would like to see, or whether you've got any questions about bariatric surgery you'd like to add into the comment section, and I'd answer them in a Q&A. The first Q&A that I've already filmed was done about a week and a half post-op, or maybe a week post-op, and I was talking about some goals that I wanted to achieve, and I was talking about questions that I thought you guys might want to hear from, and I thought you guys might want to actually know about, but obviously I hadn't asked anyone. So if you'd like me to do a part 2 of the Q&A and you've got some specific questions that you want me to answer, then I will be happy to do that. But my journey started because I was feeling like I was in a rut, and I was talking to my colleagues about this today, and I said, even to the point that it's not just physically that my mindset has changed. Like, it's not just physically that my body has changed, my mindset has changed to the point where I'm not hating what I see in the mirror. And don't get me wrong, I still don't think that I'm healthy. I'm not nowhere near at the end of my journey, right? But I also don't hate what I see in the mirror anymore, which is a good thing, right? But also physically and like mentally, I'm feeling less in a rut. I'm starting to take this as like doing this for myself. And I've got something really exciting coming, which I'm actually not going to talk about in this video, but there is something very exciting coming that will be a video, will be coming out next year at some point. And for my close friends who might be watching this, you know what it's all about, and you know that I'm doing this for myself, and you know that this is something that I've wanted for quite a while. You know that it is a very big life change for myself. So if you're one of my close friends and you want to tease it in the comments, feel free, but obviously don't give away what it exactly is. But my close friends know what I'm planning to try and do, and they also know the reasons behind it. They also know that I'm not doing it out of a whim, and they also know that I have fully considered the positives and negatives for this decision or potential decision, because nothing's set in stone at the moment. But just to give you guys a time frame, I'm going to give you a few hints. I've applied for something, and I will find out in May 2025 as to whether I get accepted or chosen for this particular thing. So it probably won't come out, as in like the video won't come out until late next year, but I wanted you guys to be aware of it, and to basically, all I can ask now is for you to give me like positive vibes in the comment section down below, and like wish me luck, because nothing's guaranteed at the moment. But bariatric surgery, I would do it again in a heartbeat if I had to. Like, obviously I don't want to, but if I had to, if I found myself back in this position or back in my pre-op position again, which I'm hoping, touch wood, you're sitting on a table that's wood, I'm hoping that I won't have to do anything. I'm hoping that I won't have to even consider having this surgery again, because it's been tough. It was painful, but as I said, if I did have to do it again, I would, because it was nowhere near as hard as I thought it was going to be. And the hardest bit was the liver reduction part prior to surgery, which was 2 weeks of low carb, low sugar, low calorie, everything. I was having to stay under 100 grams of carbs. I was having to stay under 800 calories, like all that sort of stuff. And it was mainly liquids I was having to consume. So if any of you guys have been on what's called a liver reduction diet, it's not just for bariatric surgery, it's also for anything stomach surgery, where they're doing it keyhole. They basically want you to reduce the size of your liver. But anyway, let's move on to the next thing, which is my bedroom. So as you can see from behind me, it is not exactly the cleanest. It's also not exactly the most organized. There's a unicorn behind me, there's a Winnie the Pooh on that side, like there is everything everywhere. Although my bed is in the position that it's going to be in, like for the whole thing, the cubbies, these things that are behind me, are also in the position they're going to be in, but I am toying with the idea of getting a MDF or like a plywood panel to go behind it, just to kind of, I might paint it grey, I might paint it white, but just to kind of make it a bit more cohesive, because the back of my bed is that grey bit there. It doesn't really go up very high, and I'm thinking if I get a plywood and just kind of nail it to the back of all those cubbies, it will keep the cubbies together, because they are 2 units. I don't know whether you can see, but that, let's see if I can, that gap there is like the gap in between the 2 cubbies. So I'm considering getting a large piece of plywood that would be cut to size. Over here in the UK, you can go into places like B&Q and like Screwfix and stuff, maybe not Screwfix, but B&Q, and you can go into there and you can basically take your measurements and you can say, look, can you cut this to size? So that is my plan, I think, is to get a piece that is measured to size, nail it on. So like nail the wood onto the back of all the cubbies, so it's like one complete sheet, and possibly paint it before it goes on, but like, you know what I mean, like try and get it so it's a bit more cohesive. It's probably going to be grey, because I'm also going to be painting, sanding and painting and redoing my chest of drawers, and my I've got 2 drawer units which are this way, like sort of directly to my left at the moment, and like they are 2 different levels. But my best friend, when she comes again the next time she visits, is going to basically put like I think this is from my understanding, so she can correct me if like I'm wrong when she watches this, but I believe it's going to be like a 3-sided square. It's going to go up and over, and it will attach to the drawers, and it will basically make them so there's one height of a top to it, which she suggested doing because it will make it look slightly more built in. It won't make it look built in, because obviously it's not built in. They are units that I've put in front of the wall, but she is going to make it look as built in as possible. The fact that there's 2 different heights also means that she has explained to me that rather than putting an extra drawer in, she's going to advise me to get like some boxes and just have those tucked underneath this like up and over thing. There is a few things that I want to put on the top. I kind of want to make it a bit more of a makeup stand, a makeup area on one side, and then possibly a like Etsy packing station on the other, because I think that is important to have a surface that is stable and that I can do it. And it would come up to about waist height on me, probably a bit lower than waist height. So it would be a very nice idea to have that sort of thing and have like a packing station that I can do my Etsy orders. So moving on to my Etsy shop, I have opened an Etsy shop. I've had one sale so far, well, two technically, but it was both from the same person because they were for my friend. Thank you so much. You know who you are. But I'm currently selling savings challenges. I have a couple just to my right, which I'm going to pick up and just show you so you guys can have a little look. But I have things like this. So the first type of savings challenges that I'm releasing are like word search themed. So there's a birthday one, there's a holiday one. Let me just pick that up. There's a holiday one. So that one's got like word search on it as well. Each word saves a fiver, by the way. There is a Winnie the Pooh one because I am obsessed with Winnie the Pooh. So I did like a little honey trim at the top and at the bottom with like words relating to Winnie. I did a Lido and Stitch for this particular friend who placed an order, and I think it looks really cute as well, like a Lido and Stitch one. And then because I love baking, I also made a baking bonus one. Let's see if it will focus. A baking bonus one that also saves £5 per word. So each one of these savings challenges is £1.99 at this current point in time, but I'll be leaving a code on screen so that if you would like to shop and you've come from my YouTube channel, you can get, I'm going to probably do it as like 10% off for anyone who comes from my YouTube channel. I am also doing a loyalty card scheme, so the more that you purchase, the more orders you purchase, the more you'll be able to get. There's like free trackers on there. There's like a free mystery tracker, like 2 trackers that you can pick. And I am working on like releasing as many as possible. So if you're into the cash stuffing side of things, then please like reach out to me. Like please check out my Etsy store. I will also leave it linked in the description box down below. But Budget with Deeanna is what it is called. At the moment, as I said, I have 5 different challenges. Oh, actually, no, I do have one other one. I have this one, which is Help the Elf Save Christmas. So this is a very Christmassy one. It's a maze, and you've got to go around the maze, sneaking past the children by saving money, because you'll find that you will walk into children in the maze. So like little fake children, you know, like little icons of children, and you can actually go around and collect all the presents, and by doing that it saves between £100 and £150. I do understand that we're in October currently as I'm filming this, and some people have already like started their savings for Christmas, but for a lot of families £100 to £150 would be like a bit of a bonus amount. So if you did want to purchase that, then it is £1.99 as well, I believe. I do also have a penny saver challenge, which has gone up and is laminated. It is one that will fit into the A6 binders. So if you do a lot out of an A6 binder and you are a cash stuffer, the penny saving challenge I fit it onto a A5 size that will be hole punched into like the 6 rings. So it fits into cash binders. I have really got into cash stuffing myself, and I will be making some cash stuffing videos. I have got a very loose plan when it comes to video content for next year, but prior to that, let's get on to Vlogmas. So Vlogmas, I am going to be doing Vlogmas, and I am going to be trying to do a video every day. Some of these videos are going to be pre-filmed, and some of these videos are going to be like not exactly the most prepped, but I'm going to be doing a lot of gift guides. I'm going to be doing some advent calendar opening as shorts, because I do have like 3 different advent calendars. I am going to be doing that one a day, and having like, there's 2 different calendars. There's one that's a Lego building calendar, and there's also one that is I think it's a Candy Kittens one. So I want to open those and sort of just show you what's in each one. But I don't think it actually needs a full length video. So it'll be short. You'll get to see every single day like what I get out of my like thingy. I also am going to be filming a video very, very soon as opening the Halloween mystery box, and that's probably going to go on my TikTok because I have got content already sorted for YouTube. I'll then probably also then put this TikTok onto YouTube Shorts. I have got, as I said, a very, very loose plan when it comes to Vlogmas. So if there's any videos you'd like to see for Vlogmas, I am not planning like last year to be going away. So I'm going to be staying in England. I'm going to do the traditional ones like decorate with me and prep for Christmas, and probably some Christmas self-care, and probably some like mental health at Christmas ones. So I am going to be trying to do a video every single day. But as I said, it is quite difficult. I am a one-person show. A one-man show is technically the saying, but a one-person show. I do not have an editor. I do not have anyone who helps me to film these things. I have to rely solely on me, myself, and I have to rely on how I'm feeling. I have to rely on like how and what ideas I have. I have been doing a lot of research when it comes to like videos I could make. But if there's any videos that you do want to see from me, Vlogmas, after Christmas, before Christmas, if there's any videos that you do want to see, then please let me know. I'm currently, as I'm recording this, still working on my autism content, my autism series, and I'm hoping to extend that series because I currently have 7 videos. I just said it was an 8-part series, but I know there was one video that I forgot to film, so I am going to have to film the 8th one, and then I'm thinking of extending it as well and putting a few other videos on into this autism series because I found a few other ideas that might be useful. So the one that is coming up that should have been posted yesterday when you're seeing this is Autism in the Workplace, and I do highly recommend that you watch that video, so I will leave it on the card above, and I believe it's that side. I don't even know which side it is because I'm pretty sure my camera mirrors everything, but I think it's that side. So when I'm editing this, I hope that I'm getting it right and it is that side, but it could well be that side, so I honestly don't know. But I have made an Autism in the Workplace. It is mainly focused on guides for employers and bosses and people who look after other employees. But there is also a few little tiny bits in there which do talk about if you are autistic and you are in a traditional workplace, so something that is not where you work for yourself, how and what sort of support you can gain. So it is important, like stuff and information that I have gained from my own experience. I do talk about my own little experiences with that as well, and things that have been said and done to me in the workplace that in an ideal world I'd want any employer watching my video to avoid. So I do talk about that a lot in that video, and I feel that it's a very important video. But I think as I've been recording for 18.5 minutes now, I think I'm going to end this Girl Talk Tuesday here and go straight into the next Girl Talk Tuesday so that you will not be short of content. And I'm going to probably talk next one about how I'm feeling about just life in general. Like obviously I've spoken a lot about updates this particular one, but I do want to talk about finances, money and stuff like that as well. I am going to be talking about the next video. So thank you so much for watching, and as I say at the end of every single one of my videos, I believe in you even if nobody else does, and I shall see you in my next one. Bye. Just like you're young again, no don't you cry, just get back up again.